Hi guys, welcome to another video. So this is my last day here and it's gonna be my last attempt of capturing something nice and go for some photo trip and hike together as well. I've never been here, so this is gonna be my first time. There's supposed to be a waterfall up there, which I'm assuming is gonna be half frozen, if not totally frozen. We will see how it's gonna be. The hike is not supposed to be super demanding or super long. I still have to head home today, so I still have a 3-hour drive after this. So hopefully today is gonna be less, how can I say it, frustrating than my last two trips. My sunrise and sunset and sunrise, and also my very long trip that I did for the two lakes where I kept going and I kept sinking. If you haven't watched those videos, just check the links below for the videos. So let's go. So I found these two nice waterfalls over here, so I came a little bit down off the path to capture it. On this trip I brought two 10-stop filters. I was going to test them once against the other, which in the end I didn't, but that means that I didn't bring my 4-stop filter. I only have 10 stops, and for this waterfall I wish I had just a 4-stop filter that I would slow the shutter just a little bit. But because of that, I'm actually shooting at a 20 seconds long exposure at f8 ISO 100, and I'm going to see. I shot some of them without the filter. Now I'm using the filter and see what's the best, and I'm going to try to get the best of it. I should have brought the filters, but I thought that I was not going to need it. I didn't plan any waterfall trip, but it just happened. So, well, let's find out how the picture is. So in this situation, I decided to put the tripod down low, as you guys can see over here, to try to capture some of the moving water and closer to the water as well, and the waterfall in the background. The sky is not that interesting, so I'm cutting a lot of the sky, but I want a lot of the foreground leading you to the background, kind of a leading line, but just with the water. So I'm trying for that composition right now. There is a few things in here I can still use. But now I found some leaves on the floor I like. There is a branch over there as well that I like, and I might move over there and try that in a second. So always look down for compositions, and as you could see there, the small log in front, I think is going to be really nice as a foreground, and then having the nice waterfall in the background. Always move around a little bit. Don't stay an anchor. Don't stay on the same spot all the time. Move around if you can. Look for different compositions. Don't take 5, 10, 20 the same shots, or else you're gonna have one shot pretty much from the whole place. So move around, get different compositions, and then you can shoot several shots. Much the path I have to go through here on the left, it's supposed to be the original path, but I'm not sure if you can see, but it's just water, running water, and the snow is melting quite fast. It's quite warm, so everything will be gone pretty soon if the temperatures keep going like that. But a beautiful place. I can imagine this place in the spring or in the autumn after some proper rainfall, that I would be stopping every 3 to 5 minutes to shoot the water streams. I'm a sucker for water running, and I really love this type of photography. So I definitely have to keep this place in mind to come back in a different time of the year, and I'll be sure to bring you guys along. So after the frustration of the last 2 days of the hike and the sunset and sunrise that I mentioned before, this hike is really lifting up my spirits. I have water running all the time here, and I just love it. The sound of the water running, there was a lot of water. It's very calming for me, and it really makes me in a much better mood than I have been in the past 2 days. And yeah, so still looking forward for the big waterfall that we have in the end. It's supposed to be the biggest waterfall in this area over here. So let's see what we can see, and let's enjoy the ride. Not sure if you can see over there, but there is this layer of ice and the water just comes underneath it. It's really, really nice. It's also a very interesting leading line. Could potentially use it for a photography. It looks like I should have the waterfall just in front of me. So let's find that out together, shall we? Very interesting waterfall. I saw a picture 2 days ago and the left side was full of ice as well. So interesting how it changes in 24 hours. So I arrived here and I've been looking around for a little bit, trying to find composition. So usually when I come to a scene like this, when it's the first time I come, I just don't see the waterfall, grab my camera and go in a rush and take the picture. I like to take my time, look around, find compositions. It's a bit windy over here, so we have to be very careful with the wind blowing water into the camera lens, so to not ruin the shots. So it's always good to take your time. I had lunch already. I was looking at the waterfall all this time. I'm actually struggling to find something in the foreground to shoot with, but actually I might just use the waterfall and nothing else, or I might zoom in and capture some of the details of the waterfall as well, which comes, in my opinion, quite interesting in different kind of shots. So let's now take the camera out and see what we can find. So I decided to not go down to get anything in the foreground because there's a lot of branches on the floor. There is not really, if I go too low, you cannot see really the top of the waterfall, so you kind of lose that. So what I decided to do, I took the typical 20mm, 16mm shot, but now I'm actually using my 70-200 to capture details of the waterfall. Those I really think it's really nice. I don't know if you guys can see over here. I got a part there where the water is falling very little, and then there is a lot of part of the waterfall. I'm really looking for specific places in the waterfall I want to shoot. There is this nice greens and oranges and yellows within the waterfall there that you barely can see, and capturing it, I think it will look very, very interesting. So I'm using a small long exposure, 1/4 of a second at f/18. Actually f/16, f/18 is what I've been shooting at, because as I said before, I don't have the 4-stop filter, so ISO 100. So this is what I'm doing, and it was definitely worth it, the walk. Another thing I would like to make a note is study your subject properly every time. There is a piece of moss in there that is kind of red and green and yellow, and the water is always following above that, but every few seconds there is almost no water there, and I'm always waiting now to capture a moment where the water is actually not covering all the colors and is actually giving me less water but gives me that colors, and the waterfall goes a little bit to the side and you can see the water moving in there. So it's always nice to look, and now it's happening, and now it's always good to look and think about the subject and see what is happening in front of you before you actually shoot. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I certainly enjoy the hike very much, and getting to know Slovakia and finding new places to shoot is always great. So now I'm gonna head out to the car. I still have to drive home, which is about 3 hours from here. There is not much more I'm gonna shoot because it's the same way as we came up. So I'm just gonna head down and and go home. So I'm gonna finish my video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys come back, subscribe if you didn't already. Make sure you put a like if you like the video. That helps my channel a lot, and let everybody know about it. So thanks a lot, and see you guys later. Bye.